So we hear a lot of propaganda about Sharia law, but what is Sharia?
Yeah, it's a fear-mongering thing. But Sharia is actually, it's the name for basically their body of teachings, right? That people who believe in Islam follow. It means path to the water.
Right.
So it's drawn from the Quran and the Sunnah, teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, and it's for the purpose of helping humanity draw closer to God and live in kindness and justice. So the term Sharia is used by Muslims to refer to their values, code of conduct, and the religious commandments of their religion. But a lot of people, when they're talking about Sharia, they falsely equate it with criminal or hudud laws, which are centuries-old specific punishments for major crimes.
Right.
Only a tiny part of Sharia, and it can only be applied by an Islamic state, right?
Right.
Now, they're not really applicable usually in a modern context, but they are misused by extremist groups like the Taliban.
Right.
So they're the ones who are coming in and misusing these and applying them today. But you want to compare it to like the Old Testament.
Right.
The Old Testament has tons of severe justice criminal laws, like you're supposed to stone people to death because they disrespected their parents and stuff like that. So if you wanted, you could try to quote from those and say, oh, that's what Christians want, that's what Jews want. We'd be way off base.
Yeah.
Because they don't even use them anymore. And it's the same thing with Sharia.
Yeah.
So we have to keep that in mind when you hear scary quotes about Sharia calls for this person to die if they do that. You could do the same exact thing with the Old Testament, and you'd be wrong. You'd be off base.